What's happening, people? Back with another reaction, back with some more Dusty Springfield as we get to the end of the Pet Shop Boys produced part of her 1990 album Reputation. Thank you again to Mark, both for the material and the patience. It did take me quite a while to get around to this. But yes, the last tune in this part of the album is Occupy Your Mind, though I did want to ask before moving on to think about the title. A few weeks back, maybe a couple months ago, Izzy shared with me the Shep Pettibone remix of In Private, and in this folder here, there is a 12-inch version of In Private. Are those one and the same? Is the Shep Pettibone remix the same as the 12-inch version? Let me know. If it is different, I'd happily react to that one next time. In any case, the last track in the regular album is Occupy Your Mind. Something which is occupying your mind is keeping it busy. It is actively thinking about whatever this concept or worry or feeling is, and thus it is something which you can't get out of your head. You can't put it onto the back burner or think about it later. It is occupying your mind. It is taking up your brain power and your stream of consciousness. So I do wonder what is occupying someone's mind and what ultimately might be done about it, or what larger narrative this is part of. So let's see what I can pick up on a first hearing. This is Dusty Springfield. The track is Occupy Your Mind, and it's the last tune, I think, tune number 10, on her 1990 album Reputation, which again, this is the part of the album that was produced by Neil and Chris. Oh, I love that as the album closer, and a very electronic tune, maybe the one with the most identifiably Pet Shop Boys sound in the production of any of them. Certainly, you know, very much that, even if a case could be made otherwise. But it's interesting, as I was listening and hearing Dusty's voice, I was thinking like, you can tell it's from like a decade or so later, but it reminded me of I Feel Love, Donna Summer, Giorgio Moroder, and that like there's this electronic mechanical sound to it, but then her soulful voice makes it have this dual personality where again it's got a lot of like human emotional quality, but it also has this, moving parts, electricity, signals and mechanical sounds, and right away there's like that bleepy bloopy type of melody, and that sort of fades out with something similar there. So yeah, it has that mixture of emotional, soulful sound with Dusty's vocals in conjunction with this very dance music, electronic dance music sound. Now again, this is from 1990, and you can tell that. It's like those keyboard, like true piano lines, that's very like early 90s dance. The bass line, which actually made me think of one of my favorite acid techno tunes of recent years, because it's called Bassline Junkie, and like the essence of the vocal, I don't even think it's a sample, I think he recorded the vocal for the track. Maybe I'm wrong. It might be like taken from something, but the essence of it is like, you can keep your coke, I don't want your heroin, get your ketamine out of here, I don't need no speed, I'm a bassline junkie. And like I immediately thought of that when the bass line came in, because it was such a wicked, like ear and brain grabbing bass line, and I just love the intensity of that. And obviously there's a lot of cycling percussion, there's like hi-hat rhythms and ride cymbals. There's those like hand drums, which I imagine is still drum machine, but they very much sound like bongos or like hand drums. And again, just the cycling through the track of different sections, it's very dynamic and all very electric. There was even a little squiggle in there that had a bit of an acidic sound. I don't know if it was actually a 303, but it did sound like that. So yeah, awesomely produced, and again, the stamp of the Pet Shop Boys is all over this. Maybe even most specifically in those like string synth like pads, like those feel very like Pet Shop Boys. So yeah, if it had been Neil's voice here, it would not have been a surprise. But again, I love the way Dusty's very soulful voice fit within the sonics of this and gave it that dual personality. So a very cool track to end the album on. Excuse me. Again, let me know if the 12-inch version in this folder is in fact the Shep Pettibone remix, because if it is, okay, then I won't redo a reaction I've already done. But if it is somehow different, let me know. And yes, thank you again to Mark. As I said, for both the material and the patience, we will continue on with Pet Shop Boys, and I'm going to do that reaction right after this. So I'll see you in one moment. Peace.